All right, as you know, my name is... Okay. Let's try that again. Hi, as y'all know, my name is Bethany Gambardella Greenway, and I'm a mom to two amazing little girls, Luciana, who's 7, and Arabella, who's 4. I was diagnosed with stage 3A melanoma in August of 2016. I wasn't surprised about my diagnosis because my mom had melanoma at my age. For me, it was just my body's genetic timer going off. I did get the occasional sunburn, but I was never like a sun worshiper. While all my girlfriends were laying out by the pool, I was sitting in the shade, gobbed up in sunscreen, and that or I was swimming laps. I did, however, have a spot on my forehead that looked like a big old liver spot. It made its appearance during my pregnancies. I went for my annual skin check, got the all clear, and I just chalked it up to hormones until the liver spot grew a mole, and the mole started to ache. Right before Arabella's 2nd birthday, I went to see my dermatologist, and they sent me to a plastic surgeon for a biopsy. 3 weeks later, on a Thursday, I got the call. The first thing my surgeon asked me was, "Are you sitting down?" And then he said, "You need to sit down." Then he said, "It's 2 types of melanoma. Desmoplastic melanoma, which is very rare, surrounded by regular melanoma. Then I had 2 surgeries to remove the cancer, and I also had the nearest draining lymph node, right here, removed as well to be tested. The desmoplastic melanoma burrowed all the way down to the bone, and I lost the muscle responsible for raising my lost left eyebrow. Unfortunately, the lymph node came back positive for melanoma, and that put me at stage 3A. What happened next was a blur of scans and tests and doctor's appointments and everything else. Thankfully, the melanoma only made its way to that one lymph node. Nonetheless, being such an aggressive cancer, I had to go into treatment to prevent reoccurrence. I began immunotherapy on October 4th, 2016, and I won't be done with it until fall of this year. I got 4 infusions over about the span of 12 weeks. And then my treatment plan is booster infusions every 3 months. Honestly, I've lost track of how many I've had. I've been doing this for what feels like forever. But the type of immunotherapy I'm on is called Yervoy, and it has a whole host of nasty side effects. It's kind of funny, it's almost like going through the list is like watching one of those commercials on TV for other medications. I've been lucky in that department so far, just itchy rashes and fatigue for me. After doing my first 4 infusions, I did radiation therapy for 6 weeks on my head and neck along the path the melanoma could have traveled in my body, basically from like here to back here. It's also responsible for my fabulous haircut. Oh, goodness. This was like a crappy part-time job. 5 days a week, I had my awful little commute, and to top it all off, I felt like I was dying. My body hurt, my mouth and throat were roasted over those 6 weeks. My hair fell out along the treatment line, and I looked like I belonged in some kind of apocalypse movie. I lost my sense of taste, and eating, which is my favorite hobby, became a disgusting chore. I lost 40 pounds. Goodbye, baby weight. Hashtag bright side. I'd like to think of it that way. It makes it easier. So much of what cancer patients go through is mental. Yes, we endure so much physically, but once the hard stuff is over, we are left with merely a shell of what once was. Every scan, biopsy, and test is an invitation to the rabbit hole filled with nightmare fuel, with possibilities of reoccurrence. Over time, I learned that ruminating in what could be only ruins your day. So I choose to stay in the here and now. I cannot control the future with worry. For me, all that medical hell was a forge, and my inner strength iron. For all of it has made me stronger and more confident. What gets me through all the challenges and physical changes cancer has dealt me is my girls. I see it all as a way to buy me more time with them, to be present for them. I do this for them. I am strong for them. I am brave for them. And I am brave in the face of my own mortality to set an example for them. I don't know where I would be without my girls. After surgery on my face, I felt overwhelmed by change. This wasn't some fun surgery like breast augmentation or a nose job, and also it was 100 times more obvious. How do I handle this? I kept asking myself over and over. So I chose to show my face to the world and started my melanoma photo diary on Facebook. If I can reach just one person and inspire them to go see the dermatologist and get that biopsy done, then that's what I need to do, I thought. And so I did. I took pictures and wrote daily. Where am I? Chi-Chi, pardon me, please. Oh yes, I still do. Mostly I keep the diary so I can enjoy spending time with friends and family and not have to give them a medical update every time something new happens. So, after writing in my album for almost a year, it gained international attention. My little soapbox has become a podium, and I'm so grateful for this. My message of healing, self-awareness, and paying attention to your body and the changes it makes is being heard. Now I'm nearing the end of treatment, and I've begun reconstruction on my face. I've had 2 lipografting procedures to fill in the dent on my forehead. My amazing and life-saving plastic surgeon takes fat out of my stomach and injects it into my forehead. The cool thing about fat cells is they contain stem cells, which do wonders for scars. And sometime in 2020, I hope to be getting a new eyebrow. Yes, this one, it's fake. So are my eyelashes. And I feel like the timing in losing my eyebrow was perfect because eyebrows are now a big deal in makeup land. At this moment, I have no evidence of disease in my body. And me standing up here and saying this to you all is a huge deal. Because last week I had a lymph node removed. It looked somewhat mischievous on scans and on a PET and a sonogram. And so my oncologist decided it needed to come out and get a closer look at. And I found out earlier this week that yes, I have still no evidence of disease in my body. I am so lucky to have gotten melanoma now and have access to immunotherapies like your boy. Me remaining cancer-free is a product of all that groundbreaking research fueled by the generosity of others. So thank you in advance for helping me on my journey to heal.